Good morning, everyone. Long time no see. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I have been struggling to film videos recently because basically I've just been so busy. I have, just been focused on client work, also trying to grow a brand new business as well, which requires work. It's like a baby, right? You just, you can't like take your focus off it. And I thought to myself, really the only way that I can actually film videos at the moment is just by capturing a little bit about what I do in my day, almost like vlogging a little bit. So today I'm just gonna, walk you through a little bit of what I'm doing in the day, and also we're gonna be prospecting later as well. We'll get some of that footage. Hopefully you guys will learn something from it. Just currently walking to the gym. Can't even speak. Currently walking to the gym right now. Quick tip for you: too many entrepreneurs get all sorts of chronic illnesses because what they do is they lock themselves away and they're just not active. They focus only on money, but they don't focus on health either. If you actually get some exercise in you, get some, get fit, get away from the computer, or even try and work on the go like I'm doing right now, you're gonna be a lot better. You can't spend the money that you make if you're too ill to get out of bed, which is a big possibility in today's world where we all sit down all day. So get yourself up, get walking, and make sure that you're looking after your health as well. So I just finished up at the gym, and when I was in there, I walked past this personal trainer who was sat with this person who was like brand new to the gym. I didn't catch much of the conversation. I wasn't deliberately trying to eavesdrop, but sometimes you do catch things. And the guy who was new to the gym was basically saying that he was so self-conscious, that he's been like waiting for the perfect moment for the last few years to actually join the gym. He was actually trying to get fit before he joined the gym, which is obviously pretty counterintuitive. And it made me think, that there is no perfect time ever for anything, right? You have to kind of just execute as best you can in the moment as soon as you get the idea to do something. And I wanted to start a business when I was probably from 22, and I didn't really start getting into it until 25, 26. And the reason why is I basically just thought that I was waiting for the perfect opportunity. I was a little bit self-conscious about putting myself out there. And it kind of goes for anything in life, right? It goes to, creating your first piece of content, to actually, reaching out to people, waiting for the perfect ingredients, the perfect mix of, timing, waiting for the perfect scenario. And life just doesn't really work like that at all. There is no perfect storm for you to do this. You just have to kind of crack on with it, because what will happen is in a few years you'll regret not putting yourself out there, or even later for some people, suddenly they're old, right, and they haven't done what they wanted to do. I just thought it was something just quite interesting, because I think I'd say 90% of people are kind of stuck in that mentality, unfortunately. I was one of them as well. I still am to a certain point, certain extent. I have to force myself out of it. Just something that I thought about.
All right, welcome to my headquarters, where basically all the magic happens. So it's still pretty early in the working day at the moment, and my objective for the next 5 to 10 minutes is just to have a look throughout everything, like a bit of an overview, keeping my finger on the pulse of the business to see if there's any fires that need putting out, how everything's performing, what's not performing very well, what do I need to change. I'm making these decisions early on in the day whilst I've still got a lot of willpower. Speaking of willpower, I'll be straight into prospecting after this. So I'm going to be sending out a few Loom videos to a few different people today, see if they want to do business with me. And the reason why you should always do this in the morning is because everyone hates prospecting. It sucks. I'm an outbound guy. I make a lot of my money through outbound stuff, through meeting new connections and things like this, but you have to do it in the morning, because what happens is if you leave the hard tasks till the afternoon, you start making excuses. Nah, I don't want to do it. I'll just double up tomorrow. No. So what you do is you do it in the morning whilst you've got the most willpower. There's a good book on this. Well, there's two good books. There's actually one called Willpower, and then the other one is called something like Eat That Frog or something like that. And it's basically talking about moving the big rocks in the morning. So that's what we're going to do first. We've also got my trusty pink smoothie here to get me through the morning. Way too many berries. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to plan the day straight into prospecting. See you in a minute. So I've checked over everything now, and I've actually got myself ready because I'm gonna move into video prospecting for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna be pitching people via video, cold video, and sending them across to see if I can get any responses. So here's a bit of one that I've tried so far. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. Let's just hold that there. We got this. Build that up and then continually send them before and after pictures. That's going to market to them over time, and it's going to let see me down there know that you know, you're someone you can trust, and it's going to keep them front of mind as well. So that's tip number platform. So for instance, so my whole intention is just to get a response from these people with a video. And I'm trying out Loom videos at the moment, just sending them across cold to people, reviewing their website, auditing their social media. And I'm seeing if this approach really works in 2022. Because in 2022, yes, it's very tailored and stands out from all the spam. However, people don't just want to click on a cold link. So we're going to try this first, see if we get any responses. And then after that, we're actually going to see if we need to start a conversation first before we send the Loom video. This is what mostly prospecting is all about when you're building your business, is just experimenting. People don't experiment enough. You got to experiment, guys. All right, so I've actually finished my prospecting for the day now, and what I need to do next is basically just quickly edit some of the Loom videos and then basically send them all out. Your Facebook page here, we don't seem to be very active on here as well, even though we're posting great work. Last time we really posted was in 2021. If we can make these way more consistent, you know, take what you're doing on Instagram, put it over to Facebook and YouTube as well. So the funny thing about speaking into video, when you know that a potential client is going to see it, it actually puts this like extra bit of added pressure on you. So the first 5-minute Loom video I recorded as like a cold pitch to someone. Man, it must have took me like 4 hours to actually, get it down, because I was stumbling all over my words. I was basically like, I don't really know what I'm saying. And I was just coming off as like super unprofessional. But fast forward a little bit, once you actually get used to a new process, once you actually, start feeling comfortable, once it becomes like part of your routine, it's very, very easy to do. I know some of you might be saying as well, like, Rob, why are you spending so much time on like the quality of the outreach as well? Because you can just automate a lot of this. Here's where a lot of people get this wrong. Now I'm going to see if I can draw it with the mouse here. Let's just picture this line here, right? On one side, you have quantity. So you know where you just automate everything, you just basically automate all your pitches and you go for a volume approach. And then on the other side, you have quality, where you don't do many, but they're all hyper-tailored. Business owners have a tendency to fit into one of two buckets. They're either in the quantity bucket, they're like, just send out 1 million emails, cold emails a day, it doesn't matter. And then you got the other guys who are like, quality, it just needs to be pure quality. At all times, really, what I have found, working with clients, consulting with different businesses and things like this, you need to have a balance. Occasionally, you need to experiment along the lines, right? But the best place for you to be ultimately is really about here. More on the quality side, less on the quantity side, but also not completely on the quality side that you're not actually sending enough out, because ultimately things are a numbers game. But if it's too much of a numbers game and you're playing too much to the numbers, then basically no one will respond to you. I have never responded to a spammy LinkedIn pitch, right? But I have automated things on LinkedIn and sent out a lot of volume, but I've in little places tailored it in little bits, right? So the Loom videos I'm recording right now, yes, they might look like they're hyper tailored, going for the quality approach, but really, when you actually watch the Loom videos, there's a lot of like, I know where to click on the website, right? I know what my general script is, and this general script doesn't really change too much per video, so I can hit almost a quantity approach. So I've just done a bunch of Loom videos now, and essentially they're very similar to each other. I'm not completely making it up off the spot as well. Also, I'm quite good at talking, so that's a factor of it as well. So I've just sent a follow-up message to someone as well. The great thing about Loom is that basically I can see when a person has actually viewed my video. We look at this message thread here. It doesn't say this person who I've sent this Instagram message to has actually seen my messages at all. But according to Loom, it shows I get a notification on my phone saying blah, blah, blah has viewed your video. And now I can send a follow-up message. Just sent a follow-up message. I might get told to off here, but who knows, right? You have to develop a bit of thick skin in this game. And like, if a person out of 8 billion people, almost 8 billion people on the planet tells me to cough, I don't really care about that, to be honest with you, because you're going to come across grumpy people all the time. And coming across grumpy people is actually a good thing. Picture it, you're trying to meet a guy, you're trying to meet a girl, you're trying to date someone. If they're open to meeting every person, that means that they're open to meeting every person, which is not great for you, right? You want a person who's at least got a little bit of standards about them, at least knows what they're gonna, they're open to being, pitched as long as the right opportunity comes along. So reframe these things in your head.
Yes, Rob, you might have to lower your prices a bit, or what I like to do is give a stronger guarantee, knowing you'll have some refunds. I would rather do that than lower my price, Rob. I'd rather do that. So I'd rather say, look, I'm $1,000 a month, and if after 30 days you're not satisfied, I'll give you $1,000 back. That's a better way when there's fear in the market. Hey, you can't lose because I'm going to refund you if you don't get the results you want. That also motivates you to work hard.
So you just seen a clip there from Tai Lopez's mastermind call, and basically what I asked him was like, in this type of economy where no one has any money, where the people who do have money, they're worried about losing it, right? I was like, how should we be charging people? Should we just be like massively discounting our services? And that was what his answer, and I thought it was a really interesting answer. And basically he was just advising to mitigate the risk for everyone, offer them guarantees, that way they're happy, and if they're not happy, you just give them the money back. Knowing full well that, occasionally you'll get somebody who takes advantage of you because you're offering a full guarantee, but it's not going to be many people. I just thought it was a very, very interesting perspective on it. Throughout the time, I've had a few different mentors who had very, very successful businesses. I've made some videos previously on the channel about that. I think Tai definitely ranks as one of the highest because at the moment, like just with his e-com businesses, not including his Tai Lopez, actual personal brand, just with his e-com businesses, which he's acquired just in the last few years, he's already doing 800 million a year with it, which I know there's a lot of shouting and noise in the online space at the moment in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of, making money and things like this, but like nobody, even all of them put together are not making that sort of money. So I'm going to listen to him because everyone should be listening to him because he can see things which, I can't see. He can see things which other people can't see as well. And I just thought it's great to get that advice from him. I obviously pay a lot of money for these mastermind calls. So hopefully you guys are getting value from this as well. For completely free. I should start charging for this YouTube channel. But I hope you enjoyed this day of the life with me today. Remember, prospecting is the most important thing you could do. Don't worry about grumpy people. Always be planning what you're going to be doing in your day, but you must be trying to move your business forward, whether it's in prospecting, whether it's in, getting your content out there or whatnot. And focus on the levers which actually you pull to drive things forward. And remember, always look to people who are better than yourself for mentorship, because that is how you will make the big leaps. That is how you will cut years and years off your learning time. Hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. It's a bit of a different one. Let me know if you liked it. Take care.